Well, today's Wednesday, it's the 29th of January 2025, and Anita's gone off to a knitting club, so I've come down to Palmanova, but not really for a walk along the beach, but to have a look at something that's a little bit different here in the Calvia area. But more about that later. Just look at that wonderful beach. Hardly a soul on it, and the sea is relatively calm, which is quite a contrast from yesterday when we were down in Calvia, and it was extremely rough. So rough that the surfers were out in numbers and enjoying the big waves. This is the Santa Lucia Hotel, and there's just a gentle breeze at the moment. I just parked just behind here. It's the Diana Beach Club. All these places close, of course, at this time of the year. And even the Happy Chinese is closed. That's one that's been open. It's all very quiet, but don't think that's going to be for much longer. I've got another month or so, because March, a lot of hotels are supposed to be opening. In fact, local reports say 50% of the hotels will be open in March, and hopefully that'll have a knock-on effect that businesses will be able to reopen and be economically viable. Even in February, which is only a week away, less than a week now, we can expect to start to see some more hotels opening here on the island. Hopefully some of them will be in the Palmanova area. If you're coming at this time of the year though, don't expect the temperatures of July and August. It's cool. As I was driving through, it was 16 degrees. I think that's about right. And then when there's a breeze, it does actually feel quite cold. In fact, we were out with some friends last night in Palma, and telling us just how cold they thought it was here. Not as cold as the UK, but surprisingly cold. And when we've got that strong breeze that we've been having, the wind chill factor really kicks in. Well, it's not so bad today, so I think we'll be okay. How beautiful is that though? The breeze is actually coming a little bit more from the north and from the south, so we're not suffering so much with rough seas. Though there are a few little ripples on there.
Yo creo que también es un poco error el
As usual, there's quite a few boats moored up out there, many of them with people living on them. Just coming around here, this is the San Matias beach. Almost always there's a bird down there sitting on the rocks, being spied on by the owl that's up there on the Santa Lucia. It's not a real owl, by the way. It's as though that bird is there posing for a photograph. This is the Santa Lucia Hotel, which is all closed up for the winter. Let's have a look to see when that's due to open. They were doing some work on the hotel, and still some evidence of that just down here. Still got some bags of cement and things. Pools are empty, and looks as though they were doing some maintenance work on the pools as well. Whoa, the breeze is picking up. Well, I was saying it was quite calm, it's now become quite windy. I'm going to be heading out to the wind in a minute anyway. Well, I've just changed microphones because of the wind. And, well, yeah, at least it sounds as though they're working on the old barbecue. F&C, that's going to see some considerable changes over the next few weeks and into the new season. San Matias Beach looking really good, but really empty, of course, and that's the San Matias Beach Hotel. And that's pretty much where I'm going to leave the walk this morning. I'm not going to carry on walking along here. Ooh, I nearly lost my hat then. That's how windy it is. Oh, hello. Look who's here. Well, that was nice just to catch up with Alex there. We don't actually see each other very often. But there she is, she's out doing a little bit of filming here and there, and I'm just heading away from the beach. It's suddenly gone very windy, but hopefully I'll be able to get out of that as I walk around. Just going past the San Matias. It's all closed up and whitewashed. That's where Sean and Claire were, but next year they're going to, just around the corner, Santa Lucia. So now I'm going up those steps, which is by the Baleares Nova apartments. This is the Palmanova Baleares apartments there. Up we go. I've got just a few steps to climb. I think I may have been down these steps. I'm not sure I've ever climbed them, but anyway, here it goes. I think I'll switch the camera off and let you have a rest while I catch up at the top. Well, here I am at the top of the steps, and it's even more windy up here. Oh. Anyway, that's the Zafiro Hotel there, Zafiro Palmanova, that's the 4-star one, and the Senses Rossa del Mar down there. This is Cas Sabonaires. And I'll just cross over. No traffic. Just a lot of wind. So these are the apartments, Cas Sabonaires, and get lots of good comments about them from people that have stayed there. People ask me what are these places like, and I really can't tell you because I've never stayed in any of them. It's only what other people say. Across the road, got workmen working on the fences there. But up ahead is where I'm going. And And there's already 3 police cars and roads closed. So what's it all about? Boy, it's windy. Hopefully when I get near to those cars it will be a little bit more sheltered. I'll try and get to a more sheltered spot. So I'm going to find a lot of the roads are closed off, and that's for the event that's about to start in the next 40 minutes or so. Post office down there, and the Palmanova hotels 1 and 2 at the bottom of this road. And there's the Baleares apart hotel, and that road leads us to Mallorca. You might be getting a clue as to what's going on here now. There's a number of people there are on bicycles. Here it says, attention, the road is likely to be closed from 6 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. Well, that's a fair old closing time. Lots of motorcycles here. It's not a motorcycle race there, but many of them will actually be racing along with the riders. Because today we've got a big cycle race, and these are the motorcyclists will be going along with them, filming, security, checking, monitoring, and all the other things that they'll be doing, together with, wow, loads and loads. I don't think I've ever seen so many police motorbikes all in one go. There's loads and loads of them. I'm just going to carry on. And here it is, you can see now up in the distance there. It's the Calvia trophy of the Majorca Challenge cyclists event. Not sure whether I want to be on this side or the other side. Let's have a look. And this is a really big event, and it goes over 5 days. The ladies have actually already done theirs, but the men start today with this Calvia trophy, and this is the start and finish. It's a huge event, and it's going to be covered live on TV throughout the world. So we've got TV cameras up there. I think we've perhaps got the presentation of the teams now. And it's a very much an international event with teams coming from all over the world.
Con esa representación también de corredores franceses, el equipo Total Energies, de hecho, todos ciclistas franceses, con Ryan Boulawat, ganador en el Tour de Marruecos, en su debut como ciclista profesional, con victorias en la Sobreton y también que ha destacado la Vuelta Ciclista a Madrid.
Now we've got one of the teams already being presented up there.
2024 en la clasificación general del Tour de Estambul, sabe lo que ganar también en pruebas de prestigio como la paliza, Mathieu Coudor. El ganador del Tour de Asturias, además también con ese buen trabajo de equipo que suele realizar entre los mejores en la Vuelta a Asturias, además de ganar en Suiza, también se ha puesto en competiciones disputadas en Francia. Tenemos a Alain Jussom, Sí que esa representación también con lo que lo hemos visto disputar la Vuelta a Madrid, ganador en el Tour de Moselle.
Well, they're continuing there to present all of the different teams. This is the first race of the 5. This is the Calvia trophy. Then they're going to move on to Cesalines and then up into the Tramontana where they go to Lloc and Selva. And they've got the Androch Poyensa trophy and finishing off with the Palma trophy on Sunday the 2nd of February. All of these will actually be on the TV, so you'll be able to watch them. The TV channels that have been mentioned are Eurosport, Teledeporte, Max and Discovery Plus. Interesting, last year the British rider Simon Carr from the EF Education Easy Post team, he dominated the whole race here in Calvia and won in a time of 3 hours 48 minutes and 47 seconds. So we're looking for that record to be broken this year. Continue now with the different teams being presented. And with the Spanish team now up there.
Se le da muy bien Mallorca, atención, porque ha ganado en 2 ocasiones también ese trofeo. Sena de Tramontana ha sido campeón de Alemania y vencedor de etapas en la Vuelta Ciclista del País Vasco, el alemán Emanuel Buchmann. Esto es el cambio de equipo para él. Representación también del ganador del Tour de Euro.
Well, this is sponsored by Garden Hotels and Deluxecom Cycling Holidays.
También combinando juventud y los ciclistas más jóvenes que tenemos. El año pasado ya disputó Teras del Ebre en Cataluña, lo vimos, también ha brillado en el circuito de Bélgica, como es Nils Driesen. Desde Bélgica también es de los mejores en la Vuelta a Cataluña, con victorias en la Ronda de Lizar y 9º clasificado en el Tour de Mars. Saludamos también a Henry van den Nabele. Sigue esa representación también de belgas.
And here we've got the support cars all getting ready, and there's a couple of ambulances.
Ahí vemos un podio de la Vuelta a España, ganador en el Angliru, ha ganado también la Vuelta Ciclista Asturias, se impuso también en las Lagunas de Neila, en la Vuelta Ciclista Burgos, Hugh Carthy, y al frente del equipo, aquí ganó en esta misma línea de meta, lo hizo en Palmanova, en el campeón nacional de Italia, también que fuera ganador en la Vuelta a la Comunidad Valenciana, ha ganado también en Francia, el Tour de Limousin, en Italia, el trofeo de Huelia. Tenemos a Simone Velasco, buen apunte también, que ganó la Vuelta a la Comunidad Valenciana. Sigue el ganador también de la Ronda de Lizari, también que brilló en el Tour del Porvenir. Tenemos desde los Países Bajos a Darren van Bekunen. Ahí vemos a un italiano ganador de la clasificación general del Tour de Rumanía, también con victorias en Belgrado, tiene solamente 23 años. Davidetto, española también aquí que tenemos. En la línea de salida, justamente aquí a mi derecha, se programó campeón de España de contrarreloj individual. También ha estado entre los mejores en el Mundial de la categoría Sub-23. Ha hecho su debut en el Tour de Francia, ha hecho su debut también en la Vuelta. Tenemos al madrileño Raúl García. Esto se apuntamos también porque seguro que viene en condiciones de ofrecer una buena competición desde Francia. Ganador en Pays de la Loire y segundo en la París-Camembert. Ya ganó también el Tour de Bretaña. Ewen Kostiuk, que fuera 9º de etapa en el Giro Italia. De hecho, contamos con un ciclista australiano de solamente 20 años, 6º en la clasificación general de la Ronda de Lizard. Tenemos a Luke Tuppel, también con el mejor escalador del Tour of Britain, que ha brillado en el Giro Italia, sub-23. Tenemos también a Colin Torley, desde Dinamarca, 18 años solamente, así que estrenándose en la categoría sub-23, como quien dice, ganadores del Gran Premio Ruby Blanc. Tenemos August Clemensen, un francés también que ya lo hemos visto disputar el Gran Camino, combina el BTT, la carretera. De hecho, se proclamó campeón de Europa Adrian Wasis. Venga, adelante también para Fredrik Wandal, que fuera medalla de bronce en el campeonato de Dinamarca, también que fuera 5º en el Tour de Valonia. Vemos a un ciclista italiano que ha sido 2º y 6º en etapas en el Giro Italia, además de ganar etapa en el Tour del Porvenir, Giulio Pellicciari. Y al frente del equipo, esto es el año pasado, acompañó a Prieto de las Ardenas. Ha brillado en el World Tour, ha brillado ya en la Vuelta a Cataluña, ha sido 5º en novena, como es Alexander Camp, que luce aquí el dorsal número 59. representación también de un ganador de etapas en la presentación de nuestros ciclistas. Echamos un vistazo dentro de esta formación a un corredor de Eslovaquia, que ha sido también ganador en el Tour de Bohemia, en la República Checa, Matías Svalbacher. Vemos el más joven también del equipo con 18 años, esto es del campo junior al campo profesional, se ha puesto también en competiciones en Italia, Enea Sambinello. Veis justamente al otro extremo el campo de presión. Venga, ¿qué tal estáis, campeones del equipo Movistar en la línea de salida? Alegría de contar también con todos ellos, preparados para este buen día de ciclismo que nos van a brindar. Contamos con un corredor madrileño con victorias en el Gran Premio Valonia, se ha puesto también el Tour Britain y 2 etapas en la Vuelta a Andalucía. Gonzalo Serrano, un saludo Gonzalo, también esta representación, como decimos, española dentro de este equipo. Desde Italia, primer líder de la Vuelta a España 2023, al conseguir la victoria, la crono por equipos de Barcelona.
Well, I guess you need a few spare parts, and they've actually even got full spare bikes here, look. And there's lots of them going down the road. About 10 minutes to go now, and the cyclists are all beginning to assemble at the starting line.
De temporada siempre cargado de avistamiento de este dispositivo de seguridad importante para atender las necesidades de una prueba de carácter internacional, de equipos, ¿verdad? De pilotos de motos TV también preparadas para ofrecer recorridos siempre atractivos para ir comenzando, digamos, también a arrancar esta temporada, inicia la temporada de ciclismo. Y decimos que contamos también con las figuras estelares. Empezamos también con Nairo Quintana, ganador de Giro Italia, ganador del podio de salida, y lo hace también con ese gesto que insistimos y en unos instantes veremos a todas las autoridades. Los años 90, a finales de los años 90, principios de mediados de los 90, aquí era el epicentro también de la Challenge Ciclista Mallorca. Gesto copilas que vemos en estos momentos, la importancia del reciclaje de pilas, lo hacemos siempre con los recopiladores distribuidos por toda la isla de Mallorca. Este saludo institucional y sobre todo gracias a Nairo Quintana por prestarse a ocupar la primera línea en la zona de salida. Gracias a Joan Gamundi, sido con 19 años de hacer su debut aquí en la carrera. También Álvaro Sagrado y por supuesto Xavi Cañellas. En estos momentos se procede al corte de cinta de la Challenge Ciclista Mallorca Garden Hotels Luxcom con el señor alcalde Juan Antonio Mengual, el alcalde de Calvia, encargado de realizar ese acto protocolario siempre entrañable que nos anuncia la inminente salida de esta prueba que cumple 34 ediciones. Esto es trayendo, como decimos, a la isla de Mallorca a los mejores ciclistas del planeta. Esto es la imagen también preciosa que veremos a través de las imágenes de la Guardia Civil de Tráfico, además también de la moto, de todas de todos los medios de comunicación desplazados aquí. Gracias, que tengáis una muy buena jornada, que no tengamos problemas. En el momento que nos marque aquí Norway, arrancamos con esa cuenta atrás. Todo preparado, no nos queda más que escuchar de fondo esta buena música que nos anuncia la inminente salida de nuestros ciclistas. Comenzamos ya la cuenta atrás con el 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, salida. Se pone en marcha la 34ª edición de la Challenge Ciclista Mallorca Garden Hotels Luxcom. Lo hacemos desde Calvia, lo hacemos desde Palmanova, con 150 kilómetros de recorrido que van a tener nuestros ciclistas en el día de hoy. Como decimos, todos los ingredientes para disfrutar de mejor deporte, para disfrutar de ciclismo. Mucha suerte a todos, que vaya bien la competición, que nos hagáis disfrutar. Y
the cyclists have now left on their 150-kilometre ride. That's a long ride up into the mountains, so there's lots of ups and downs. I'm going to be meeting Anita now, and if I can, I'll come back later, but I don't know whether that's going to happen. If it does, great, I'll see you then. If not, bye for now. Well, I've managed to make it back down to Palmanova now, and there's about 26 kilometres of the race left. and there's a huge screen to watch it on. So I was watching it on Eurosport at home, but I thought I'd better come down here to see if I can actually get the finish. Well, we'll see, getting a running commentary as well. Now, this is going to be the final few hundred metres when they come around that bend there. Depends how many there are in the leading pack. This is going into it, and you can just see the 100-metre sign there, and then on just around that final bend to the finish post. I've got some of the monitors walking along the final straight just to make sure that it's cleared of any debris. There seems to be a lot of zip ties just littered around because they've come from all of this fencing that's on. Very, very windy. The last few stages is going to be incredibly windy as they come down. Not so bad here, but I'm sure they're going to be suffering from the wind, and it's making it very cool as well.
23 kilómetros para el final, más de 60
kilómetros just about there.
Una dura batalla para presentarse en esta línea de meta de Palmanova. XS estará Frederick Wandal del equipo Red Bull Corredor y cerramos también con
about 20 kilometres to go, and there's one who's broken away, Frederick, and he's about 9 seconds in the lead from the rest of the pack. So the leading group now are actually going through Andrach, and one of the fences has just blown down. That's just how windy it is here. And they're just passing through Andrach, 18 kilometres left to go. They're just heading toward Escapdea now. They're about 67 kilometres outside Escapdea. And Frederick Wandal seems to be stretching the lead. He's up about 17 seconds ahead now of the chasing group behind him. Well, Frederick Wandal still in the lead, but that lead's being reduced now. He's now, second place guy is just 12 seconds behind. The third group behind that is something like 38 seconds, so they're quite a way behind. But the guy in second place is putting on a little bit of pressure, 11 seconds behind now, and less than 15 kilometres to go. Less than 14 kilometres to go now, and second place is just 6 seconds behind, closing in quite rapidly now. This could be an interesting race. Just about 13 kilometres left, and they've left the Andrach area, so they're now actually in Calvia area, heading down towards Capdea, and they're within just a few metres of each other now, a second or two, and I think Frederick could be losing that leader's spot any moment. Well, the group behind is all strung out, but lots and lots of people in that group, and we're now in looks like Escapdea, and they're just neck and neck now. So they'll be heading from here into the Calvia village and then down into Palmanova. The second chasing group, which has now merged, is now 11 seconds behind, and there's a lot in that group, and they're less than 10 kilometres now from Palmanova, so getting close to the end now. Well, as they're going from Escapdea up towards Calvia, the whole thing is now closing up, and the chasing group is only 7 seconds behind, and it's now looks as though Christian's in the lead and Frederick's now second. So they're just now in Calvia village, just less than 8 kilometres to go. Just practicing the applause here now. Heading down now from the Calvia village, past the Ayuntamiento, in the final stage now. There's only about 5 kilometres left to go, and they're just on the way down from Calvia village, so it's not going to be long now, less than 5 minutes until the end and the finish line. We've now got 3 in the leading group, and they've only got 3 kilometres to go, and they're 14 seconds ahead of the group that's behind, and they're really very close now to Palmanova. So the cars are coming through, the police are coming through. It's not going to be long now. 2 kilometres left. And they're down, just passing over the motorway. And the police's bikes are coming through. 1.8 kilometres left. So they're heading up from the roundabout, up towards the next roundabout, and then they'll turn left and come down past the hotel. There's a Firo Palace, and down towards us. 1.2 kilometres. We're now down into the last kilometre, and oh wow, according to the pictures over there, 800 metres, and we've got one pulling away. He's going to be well in the lead. 500 metres now. Here come the motorbikes.
Esto se puede abrir también su casillero, el ganador de la clásica de Ordicia, del Giro de los Sanferinos, ganador en el Giro de los Sanferinos, dentro del último kilómetro, 3 horas y 24 minutos de competición. Aquí aparece la cabeza de carrera.
Here he comes, I can see him now, about 100 metres out now, just getting past the 100 metre marker, past the 50 metre marker, he's all on his own, he can relax.
Segunda plaza para Cristian Escaroni y tercera plaza para Antonio Morado, que ha sido capaz de contactar junto con Calvia y Bandar. El final para Mark Hirschi. Atención al sprint también que vemos por parte del grupo comandado por John Barenechea, Alex Aramburu, Simone Velasco. En las primeras plazas, qué final de carrera. Vaya ataque a menos de 1 kilómetro para final que ha correspondido a Jan Christian. Qué final de carrera. Vaya victoria que acaba de conseguir por delante en el día de hoy también de este corredor.
Well, snatched it near to the end there, Jan Christensen, well done. Fantastic race, did it really well, and is now the Calvia Trophy winner.
La felicitación de todos nosotros por el buen trabajo del equipo.
Well, I had a great last few kilometres, really enjoyed this race, and it's not usually a sport I follow, so it might be a new one for me. All the dignitaries are up there on the stage now, and got their trophies to hand out.
Felicidades, campeón. Adelante también Antonio Morado como tercer clasificado de la carrera. El saludo, ¿verdad? También de las autoridades para este
And they're recycling the batteries. I think that's what's going in those containers.
Consiguiendo magníficos resultados. En segunda plaza también el podio del día de hoy. Excepcional, un aplauso para Cristian Escaroni.
Christian,
del equipo
second.
XS Astana. El ciclista italiano, también los ciclistas más combativos de la jornada. Y todo preparado para recibir aquí a nuestro supercampeón el año pasado con victorias en la clásica de Ordicia. 20 años, también protagonista el pasado fin de semana en la clásica de la Comunidad Valenciana de la Nucía. Esto se adornando ese Palmares y sobre todo comenzando con esa gran victoria conseguida en el día de hoy con la presencia del señor alcalde Juan Antonio Menguala, que damos las gracias siempre en Calvia, siempre sin duda por la acogida, además para contar con todos nosotros. Del Team Emirates, el aplauso para Jan Christen, ganador de la carrera
Christian, he was the winner. Well
de la
done.
ciclista Mallorca, Garden Hotels Luxcom, que nos ha brindado ese ataque, algo menos de 1 kilómetro para el final. Inteligencia total para evitar también la llegada del sprint, para intentar conseguir lo que es la primera y tercera plaza para el equipo Team Emirates. Así que enhorabuena y gracias también a Juan Antonio Bengoa, alcalde de Calvia. Gracias a Javier Tascón, también, que es el teniente alcalde del Ayuntamiento de Calvia, y a Manuel Más, que es el regidor de...
I must say I've had lots of fun watching this last few kilometres of this race. It's all over now, and well, it's not all over. There's some more races right through till Sunday.
Muchas gracias.
And as they go off stage, I'm going to make my way back to the car. Thanks very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye. Finishing off, it just looks like a motorcycle rally here.